The other day, what are we doing here? The other day, I did a video reacting to this thing. It was from a thread that was at the Gear Forum called "New Impulse Response Tech That Sounds Like an Amp." What's the thinking on this? Watch the video. It was just your typical kind of shilibuster thing. That guys were kind of alluding to a bunch of nonlinear processes, but it was really they're just regular linear IRs and seemed to be super surprised by what you could do with an equalizer, whatever. Uh, but the bigger point about whether or not you can do you need speakers to be dynamic? And I was making the point that I think of speakers as multi-band compressors, multi-band distortion, and I think they have a dynamic component to them. But every time I actually tried this out, and I got into big arguments with Cliff from Fractal and other people, and they were saying, it just doesn't really make that much difference in the applications we use it in. And it turned out they were right and I was wrong. I was very wrong. They were definitely right. And but I saw this post from Jay Mitchell. They were talking to I thought since they use the IRs, there wouldn't be nonlinear activity. I don't understand, obviously. So he says, here's a statement he responded to. Much of the effect of the interaction, and I'm thinking the interaction between a power amp and a speaker, and they're talking about speaker impedance curves. I don't know how much you guys want to get into this, but it says, much of the effect of the interaction is on the nonlinear part of the amp's behavior. All nonlinear activity of any perceptual consequence occurs upstream of the cabinet. So he's saying that any nonlinear behavior, let's say, whether multi-band or single band type of compression or distortion caused by the amp, of any perceptual consequence, that means if you can hear it or if it makes any difference to how you hear it, occurs upstream of the cab. In other words, in the amp, drive, compressor, etc., there is no need to model nonlinear activity in the cabinet simulator because the speakers make a negligible contribution to that. I demonstrated that fact years ago in a recorded comparison of a physical cab to an IR of the same cab. And so we're going to go to that thread where he's talking about that. I don't know if this is way too technical and geeky for anybody to care, but one of the reasons that people keep insisting on bringing the goddamn giant amplifier monstrosities on stage or into the studio is they believe that there's something that they can give you that an impulse response can't give. And I mean, it's just not true. But, if you do want to mic your own cabs, that's cool. But, and of course, we always need more impulses, right? So please do mic your own cabs. But there's not a fundamental difference in what you're getting out of a recording with that versus just using an impulse. And for the most part, I never say never, but I don't want people to think that they can't use these devices on stage, or they need to bring 4x12s around or 2 sets of 4x12s or whatever. I mean, if you want it for the volume, fine, but you're just making it hard on everybody else. So here's the thread he's talking about. So here's Jay Mitchell. So he made some kind of let's see, where's the recording I'm looking for? Right. Let me make sure I'm getting the exact right one that he wants to show. Okay. So I'm going to read this from Jay Mitchell. Hopefully this is where it's really supposed to start. In an effort to provoke a little more discussion. Okay, sorry, hold on. Let me take my fake teeth out. I can't talk. There we go. Okay. In an effort to provoke a little more discussion on this topic, I'll offer the following. Because an impulse response is necessarily linear. Remember that. Okay, I'm interjecting here. An IR is linear, is linear, is linear. I know I made the early days stepped response impulses and whatever, but that's not really, those are still linear. Because an IR is necessarily linear, any distortion contributed by the cab will not be captured. Given the similarity between A and B, and the even greater similarity between H and I, it appears that, at least in this case, nonlinearities contributed by the cab are negligible. Especially noteworthy is that the cab speaker combination used here is often attributed with adding bite or grit to the sound of an amp. Additionally, I was playing pretty loud when I recorded the louder parts of the clip. 2, it's possible to manipulate an IR of a source in an acoustic space after the fact so as to change the mix of direct and reverberant sound. I'll try to take the exercise I started with H and I clips even further and get much more room in the convolved clip than the recorded one. Kind of, if you've done this a lot, you know that nobody wants to hear the sound of an amp in a room. If you record that, they don't like it. They like the sound of a mic jammed right into that speaker. Okay, let me see. The last thing, the 1.5 second IR length available in the Logitech EPSI, I'm not sure what that is long enough to capture the effect of some acoustic spaces. This is worthy of additional exploration to see just how large of an acoustic space can fit into a 1.5 second IR. So where is the part that he's talking about? It sounds like he's talking about some, oh yeah, here we go. Okay, so demo A. Okay. I'm looking for H and I, so let me make sure I'm looking here. One of the clips is recording made in acoustic space, not particularly desirable type of space. Amplification. One of tracks A or B is the recording made in the room. The other is a dry track involved with the 10-second IR of the cab plus room. See if you can identify which is which. Okay, so here we go. So let me grab A and B. 404 page not found. Shoot. Let me see if I can grab these. Well, this is going to be a bummer if we can't hear these. Yeah, shoot. Okay, these are gone. Sorry. So, yeah, I really wanted to talk about this. I mean, you can look at what he said about it, but yeah, what a bummer. 2 more clips, Jay. One of them is in the recording room, the other is involved. So anyway, Jay Mitchell, who I trust, argument from authority or whatever, but this is just more evidence. I wish we had these files that sorry, the dynamic part of speakers and cabinets is not really contributing anything to the sound of your mic'd up guitar or your recorded guitar. So let me move on from here. I have something to, let's see, it's from the Ukus, more of a recording that I was working on. Let me see, let me pull that up if I have that handy. The man new bass. Okay, let me pull this up. So I got to download some new tracks the artist sent. Let's see. And yeah, after that computer blew up the other day, everything's been a little bit sketchy. I'm getting some crashes, some freezes. I'm sure this old video card is not doing me any favors. I would love to just use the DVI side of the onboard video, but it doesn't seem to be working. So if anybody's got a video card for cheap, let me know. I could really use one. Okay, what's going on here? Dropbox is not pulling up. Why is that? On Dropbox. Trying to get these new tracks. Just give me a blank page. Why did it give me a blank page? Let's see if Dropbox is not working in general. Hold on. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, Dropbox is blank. What the hell? Let me see if my ad blocker's messing it up. Is Dropbox gone or something? I hope not, because I sure used the hell out of it. Where's Dropbox? Where's Dropbox on my computer? Uh-oh. Oh, that's terrifying. Oh, here's Dropbox. There we go. Last 7 days. Let me go to the web, open dropbox.com. Ooh, let me see. Is Dropbox down? Saying all systems are operational, but when I go to the website, it's not working. Dropbox.com. Let me try a different browser real quick. Sorry. Dropbox. Oh, it's working on seems to be working on Microsoft Edge. Something weird's been going on with Chrome lately, last couple of days too. Let me get this copy this link real quick. Let me try doing this on Edge. Oh yeah, it works here. Okay. I've been having some weird problems with Chrome last couple of days. So I don't know what to do about it actually. All right, let's see. So that's downloading. How do I know? Is it all done already? In folder. Okay, here's the README. Had to watch the bass track with Audacity to get into my recording. Did the first two takes of my Super Strat and 2 single coils. Seemed to work well with Nightbird earlier. As an alternate sound, I also recorded take 3 with the bridge humbucker. Yeah, well, let's try the single coils. That's okay. Put these in. Guitar. New guitars. And I'm forgetting how I'm doing my editing lately. It's just terrifying. I keep changing things so much. I need to just stay put. All right. So here's new guitars. How do I want to do this? Put DI 1, 2. I just want the DIs, honestly. Most of the time. 3, 4, and 5. Oh yeah, you got some. So let me just see what these are. So 1 and 2. I don't know if these are going to line up or not. It's okay. I'll deal with that in a second. Why am I not hearing bass soloed? Yep. Okay, there should be some guitars in here that I want to mute. that sound out of tune with that bass? Put this bass submix in here. So I'm gonna see. Oh, that's the right time. Weird. Okay. Seems ahead of time. How much definition these give? We'll move them back down here for now. I'm gonna try look at what else he has here. I don't know if there's like a lead. Look at the readme again. So 3 and 5 are the ones I want.
Oh, P-Man, another swell is coming your way. Oh, P-Man, another swell is coming your way.
Oh shoot. Oops. I screwed that up. That seems pretty good. I actually have a bunch of stuff to prepare for mixing on Saturday. I'm gonna take off right now, but I'm glad this is actually working. See you guys. I gotta find some new video cards. Let me know if you guys see any out there.